If a blower runs sometimes and not other times, the fault is almost always an intermittent electrical or thermal issue that needs methodical isolation. Start by checking the blower motor capacitor because a weak capacitor can let the motor start occasionally and fail at other times. Use a multimeter with capacitance measurement or swap with a known good capacitor of the same rating after disconnecting power. Never touch the terminals until the capacitor is discharged. Next, check for a failing thermal overload in the motor or the motor housing. These protect the motor and can open intermittently when they are near their trip threshold or when internal contacts are degraded. Inspect wiring and connectors for heat damage, corrosion, or loose crimps, because vibration can make a poor connection open intermittently. Wiggle wiring while the unit is running to reproduce the fault safely with power applied and hands clear of moving parts. Test relays and contactors by watching the control coil and contact behavior during cycles. Intermittent relay coils or pitted contacts will sometimes fail to close and can be diagnosed by substituting a good relay or measuring coil continuity and contact resistance. Finally, examine the control board for cold solder joints or failing components, which can produce sporadic outputs. Look for hairline cracks, bulged capacitors, or burned traces, and consider reflowing solder joints or replacing the board if multiple outputs act unpredictably. 3 common mistakes are swapping parts without diagnosing, which leads to wasted time and expense. Always test and measure before replacing anything, so you only change the failed component. Another mistake is ignoring connector and harness condition, because a loose or corroded connector is the most frequent source of intermittent faults. Clean, reterminate, or replace suspect connectors and secure wiring against vibration. The third is assuming the control board is bad immediately when symptoms are intermittent. Try simple checks first, like substituting the capacitor and testing relays, and only replace the control board after ruling out external components and connections. We run bighomeprojects.com to help homeowners find trusted local contractors and to help contractors find work by connecting them with interested clients. We also host a discussion community where people and professionals share experiences, troubleshooting steps, and recommendations related to intermittent faults like a blower that works sometimes and not always.